Hi guys, in this video we'll be looking at the benefits of regional integration. Okay, now we're going to look at the benefits. These benefits are, first up, free movement of goods, labor and capital. Next, increased employment opportunities. Next, improved quality of life. Next, greater equality of wealth distribution. And finally, expansion of trade and increased international competitiveness. Okay, what is this really? Now, increased cooperation. Supporters of regional integration, they say that it will lead to increased cooperation in many spheres of life, and that it is only through, such cooperation that individual Caribbean countries will be able to deal with the challenges they face. Okay? Not simply from, globalization and trade liberalization, but also from possible effects of climate change. Okay? So what we're going to do next is we're going to be looking in detail on all of these benefits. Okay? So moving on. Free movement of goods, labor, and capital. What is this? All right. Now, regional integration main aim is to really create a single market economy that seeks to guarantee the free movement of goods, capital, services, and people. Okay? All right. What is this? Now, within the proposed CSME, right? As I said, proposed. All right? Manufacturers and producers will be, able to get their products to, over 6 million people within the Caribbean. It could be more, as I said, over 6 million, right? Now, this is a much larger market than the domestic market available in a single country, right? Now, goods traded will have to, meet and, agreed regional standard, which will act as an incentive for producers to improve and maintain the quality of their products. Okay? Now, the free movement of labor allow for people to, seek work in different countries within the region. When, suitable opportunities, like when suitable opportunities they do not present themselves in their home country, so they have to seek employment elsewhere, right? Okay. Now the idea benefits employers, since they are also able to recruit employees from across the region. Now, the free movement of capital is aimed at increasing the opportunities for investment and encouraging that, investment to take place, right? Now, it allows businesses to, access a wider range of sources, like for raising capital investment at, competitive rates, right? Now, this will assist in expansion programs and efforts towards competitiveness regionally and internationally. Okay? All right, so that's it for free movement of goods, labor, and capital. Moving on to increased employment opportunities. Okay? All right, what is this? Now, employment opportunities within the Caribbean are encouraged by regional integration, which seeks to foster an increased number of individuals being hired within the Caribbean. Okay, now what does this mean? Now, regional integration is, seen as an important means of, generating efficiencies and economies of scale for commercial enterprises, which will, bring down production costs and make their products more competitive. Now, successful business expand and, employ more people. Other integration policies, such as, the free movement of labor, should also increase employment opportunities. Okay? So that's it for increase employment opportunities. Okay, moving on to improved quality of life. Now, what is this? This is really increased levels of employment. They should see more individuals achieving a higher standard of living and having, the experience of better quality of life, right? Now, economies of scale and, greater efficiencies are also promised for governments, since integration allows governments to work cooperatively and collaboratively, sharing financial and technical resources and avoiding, duplication of activity and of expenditure, right? Now, savings in government expenditure on the administration and implementation of policies will free up more money, to be spent on those parts of, life that directly affects people's quality of life, right? For example, the health services and other stuff. Okay? So that's it when I mean improve quality of life. There's more, but that's it in a nutshell. Okay, moving on. Greater equality of wealth distribution. What does this mean? Now, one of the core focus of regional integration is to ensure that there is a fair distribution of wealth. How do we ensure that? Okay. Now, wealth distribution occurs within, most countries through a number of mechanisms, such as taxation, relevant monetary policies, and provisions of welfare services. That's in most countries. Not all, but most. Right? Now, in most countries, progressive distribution, where money passes from, the rich to the poor, is seen as the appropriate or correct approach, right? Now, wealth redistribution happens through, income tax, more of which is paid by, higher earners, right? Now, higher levels of redistribution are achieved if more people enter higher paid work and so pay more taxes. You understand? Okay. Now, these can, then be used to benefit the poorest in society, through mechanisms such as welfare schemes, right? Food vouchers and healthcare and you name it, right? Now, regional integration becomes relevant because it is seen as a means of improving the economic development of the region on a whole, right? Now, this economic development would both require and produce higher levels of employment and, a larger range of, employment opportunities, right? The greater the number of people in employment, the greater the tax revenues become, right? Right. So working people, also have more disposable income as consumers, stimulating further economic growth. Okay? And also the health and education play an important part in, human resource development, and regional integration should have two impacts. Firstly, the financial situation of some of the poorest people in the region should improve following economic developments and increase employment, right? And secondly, levels of health provision should improve through functional cooperation, enabling more of the population to have access to, adequate health care. Okay, that one was a bit lengthy, but moving on. All right. Last but not least, expansion of trade and increased international competitiveness. Okay, what is this? Regional integration seeks to foster increased cooperation between entities within the Caribbean, thus enabling them more leverage in external trading. Okay, what does this mean? Now, one hope really for regional integration was that it would see, a rise in the expansion of trade, both within the region and outside it, right? Although trade patterns are, still developing, it seems that intra-regional trade, both imports and exports, have, stagnated or in fact declined from a high point in, say, about 1998, right? Now, a number of reasons are suggested for this, including the similarity of goods and services produced among CARICOM nations. And we spoke about that in my previous video, the one before this, so you can take a look at it, right? So, you can look at my other videos. It will explain to you, right, where, persons, having similar products, which will cause, it will cause a problem within the trading. All right. So just check out my other video. All right. So now, given this situation, the region has to look to global markets, right? Now, globalization and trade liberalization have meant that Caribbean countries are no longer beneficiaries of a number of preferential trade arrangements that have been part of their economic history, right? Now, CARICOM products have to be competitively priced as countries seek to engage in trade around the world, right? Now, regional integration is again put forward as contribution towards this competitiveness through reducing production costs, perhaps by sharing expertise and providing greater economic of skills, right? Of scale, really. Okay, guys? Okay. Well, that's the end of my video. Thanks for watching. If it was helpful to you, you can like, share, give it a thumbs up, and please comment if there's anything at all, any questions at all you need to ask regarding this topic or any other topic, right? Regarding this subject. Okay, so thanks for all my subscribers. Those who have subscribed, thank you very much. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe so you can know. You cannot just watch a video and know exactly when I release a new video. You have to subscribe in order to see when I release a new video. And you can watch the previous videos, right? So you'll get a better understanding. Okay, guys? Thanks for watching. Bye.